As a kid, I loved books. I mean, loved books, so much so that I wanted to make them. But soon I noticed that all the authors and illustrators of the books in my life were white. As a child, I came to the conclusion that people of color weren't allowed to make children's books. And at that point, I gave up my dream and lost my love for reading. When children see themselves, their family, their community in books, it tells them that reading belongs in their life and fuels their success for years to come. In college, I finally learned how to put words to my experience, that invisibility is an injustice, and I decided I wasn't just going to write and illustrate children's books, I was going to start a publishing company. In 2011, I raised the money on Kickstarter to publish our first book. Oh, Baby Boy got great reviews, but the best moment for me by far was when my son and I got home from a long day at work and school, and he nuzzled into my leg and looked up into my face and he said, "Thank you for making a book and putting me in it, Mommy." He isn't going to grow up with the invisibility I experienced. Blood Orange Press is about creating the books that I missed as a child, books that recognize and affirm kids of color and their power and potential in the world, books that can help our kids love reading. Indira's book, The Blue Flute, is about a young girl. She falls in love with this blue flute stacked up against the wall, and her teacher agrees to let her play it, but the condition is that she can't play it unless she plays at the school recital.
She thought of the rise and fall of the sirens against the booming speakers and the screeching of brakes. She listened to the sync, plip, plip, and began to play.
When I was growing up, there were always a lot of textile patterns around our house. And so the idea came to me that, you know, what is it like for kids to walk through the world and see all these wonderful prints, and what do they use their imagination to see? When children of color see all these books that don't represent them, it really confines their ability to explore who they are. It really makes them conform to something that they're not.
"Oh my," said Mommy, "tomorrow is a school parade and you still don't have a costume." Danny drew wavy lines with his purple marker. "I know what I'm going to be," he said. "I'm going to be a princess just like her." I feel like it's really important to have books about children who are gender expansive, to show other children that they exist, and also so that children can see themselves in the books.
There's so many stories that are just like absent. It's just a matter of, you know, you got to start somewhere. So the landscape is improving and it's changing, and it's because of small presses like Blood Orange Press and like so many other people who have decided to take up the mantle and be like, I'm going to do the type of stories that I see missing.
If you believe in the power and potential of every child, you should support this project.
If you are a parent and you want your child to see diversity in children's literature,
If you believe in the power of making the invisible visible,
If you love to hear kids laugh, support this work.
My name is Janine Macbeth, and I'm the founder of Blood Orange Press. I guess that's it.